Really quick before the video starts, I just wanted to ask you guys, do you feel like it might be a good time to consider having my own Discord server as a content creator? I feel like there's a lot more interaction over the past few weeks, and things are going well for us as well. So just let me know about that in the comment section below. And yeah, as for our legends, basically we reset around top 200. I'll show you. Yeah, so like 133 plus 82. So that's like almost at the edge of top 200. And we will likely go negative today. I finished all of my attacks. And the only reason is because it is difficult now. Like I am trying to see what makes more sense on some of these bases. And we're also going to get slapped on defense like this. So yeah, just things to expect now that we're up here. But I think I'll go through some of my fails first. I'll give analysis on replays that I've done and what I maybe should have done instead. And then we can move on to some of the more successful attacks. Yeah, let's just keep going. All right, so this is the base we failed first, and I just can't help but feel like so many more people are making lives difficult for log launcher based attacks. Like, you can see like this area there are so many bases now where log launchers are just going to be baited. So we have to be super careful of it starting tomorrow onwards. But it's just something I noticed during some of my other attacks today. Anyways, I decided to go for a simple fireball on this builder hut to get this value out. I'm still not sure why this attack fell so short. I feel it might be just because my later half of the attack didn't get too much value. But to start with, we're going pretty simple. Two furnaces behind the warden to anticipate damage from the minion prince and the enemy king, and we're just going to remove both of them for free with the help of these furnaces. So pretty simple value, and even after this we have fire spitters facing downwards on the base. So all in all we should be pretty much okay, right? Like theoretically speaking at least. But then I guess I let my warden walk for way too long because he very slowly kills these storages before he gets to the fire spitter. So I'm just gonna put this in like some fast forwarded mode, and you'll see like 2 minutes left, and now almost one minute and a half left, and now I'm like, oh my god, I'm losing time. I should probably recall my warden like this. I should have started this long ago. So gist of what I was trying to do is I was just trying to get a log launcher to help weaken the Exbo and the fire spitter and come down here to hopefully have the super yetis and super Valk dump out into the monolith or the multi inferno. And I was hoping to have my king get into this open corner on the wall so that he could use his ability for these defenses along the edge. And you can see I don't really need my royal champion anywhere to set up this funnel. So all good. But that's when I realized there was a tornado trap over here, plus the enemy queen is going to pull the king in as well. So just unlucky, just very, very unlucky for us. So our king and queen are both like just sitting over here, and that value is gonna get completely wasted. And that's when I'm like, okay, I probably should consider using my royal champion now because the right flank which I had planned my king for, it's gone completely to waste. And yeah, Warden is sitting pretty chill down over there. He's only having to deal with one defense at a time. So I'm not even like paying attention to him. I'm just observing my queen and king and like, what is happening? Why are things going so wrong? And I believe I also misplaced my poison ever so slightly. I did not get to cover the furnace. So definitely slowed things down significantly over here for this attack. Uh, Things could have been a lot better. Like it's just completely run out of steam, and there's not much I can do about it. So yeah, just maybe as an alternative, I could have considered recalling my warden behind the town hall. That is also viable. I could have considered maybe funneling the queen and the king a little bit better into their own respective compartments because the king was definitely going to walk towards the queen with how I placed him. A bit unlucky with the tornado trap and the enemy queen placement, but there's not much else I can do, and that's why we fail. Like it was a time fail, but it was this bad of a time fail. Yeah, we literally lost like the equivalent of one phase of the attack, so not much else I can do. I think that's all I have for hindsight. Let's just go to the other field. All right, here's the next base. Very, very well balanced base. And I'll be honest on this one. I was trying to experiment with trying to go for deep fireballs. So what could I do such that I can enable my warden to go for a deeper fireball? Point is, don't do it. I will tell you what the plan that I should have ideally done. I should have just fireball this scatter shot and recall my warden to the enemy royal champion area, because then he would be safe along this entire flank until the town hall itself is reached. And then from there, I should have used my royal champion to finish off this area of the base. She will go into the clan castle monolith minion prince area, and then I'll have my archer queen with the log launcher to help for this right area. And then we can have our king just kind of focus on the flank of the base and pop his ability whenever it's most convenient for him. That is the plan I should have done. I did not do it because I was feeling experimental. I was on a triple streak and I was just feeling it like, hey, let's just do this. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to fireball the town hall itself. That would get me all of this value over here, which is insane value. And like my warden would remain safe if I manage to go that deep after doing that. So like imagine he walks such that he clears all of this, and then I manage to get that fireball in the core. Like OP, so good. So I'm already starting with a few furnaces to help speed up the warden walk actually over here. I've already told you what the plan is. I'm just gonna fast forward this a little bit and you'll realize like the furnaces don't speed things up as much as I was hoping that they would. So I realized, okay, time to start multitasking. So I start my royal champion in the bottom left corner. I start my queen here. Look at these. Look at these bombs. My queen actually dies early because of all of these bombs over here. Look at this, right? Like, so many people are baiting log launchers now. Like, she's already at half health, and her Frosty is almost dead. Like, I just wanted you guys to pay attention to that. So, don't go for symmetrical log launchers anymore if you're going to climb a little bit higher. Always go for weird angles that they'll never expect. And definitely, you have to start using a royal champion instead in the places that you use a log launcher. Like, never go for those lines of symmetry. Like, I am getting destroyed. Look at the number of bombs here. Uh, yeah. Anyways, my queen literally just immediately dies because she doesn't even get to enter the base. So it's like ridiculous. I lost my log launcher value and Royal Champion got okay value, I would say. But just the fact that my queen couldn't dig through the base as much, painful, painful. So yeah, I definitely. Our Super Yeti also doesn't get the value I'm hoping for. And now my king has lost all tanking as well because I had to spread my Yetis across the entire bottom arc. It was not a tighter arc. And to make it even worse, my warden is not going to the town hall. He's just walking on and pain, pain, pain. So I just had to recall him to ensure his healers at least stayed safe and then get this fireball off. I literally have no option. So at least we get the town hall on this one. And because my royal champion and queen died so early, these rocket loons are just wrecking havoc on everything. Like I can't believe this. Like look at the number of bombs, man. Like okay, well, lesson learned for tomorrow, and that should hopefully allow us to fix these two fails that we could possibly make on a future day as well. Like this is what the top 200 is like, guys. So everybody's expecting log launchers. Here, I thought I was being smart. Like, okay, I'm not gonna have to deal with any log. I can't be baited, right? Like, I'm gonna safely just use a log launcher and smack the base. But definitely, definitely no. That's you get destroyed. Anyways, that's about it for fails. Let's move on to some triples now. Okay, okay, we got all the bad news out of the way. And this is the exact same base I attacked yesterday, but it's going to be a lot cleaner. And I'm going to be happy to show you guys some differences in how I approached this base compared to how messy it was when I did it yesterday. So we're going to follow the same approach where we fireball this multi Inferno Tower. And yesterday I used two earthquakes. I only have to use one because all of these targets can go down with one earthquake if you have a max fireball. So I'm just going to fast forward that part and we're going to follow the same approach where we let him walk until he reaches this area where the minion prince is there, because the entire area behind the town hall is super duper stacked. The core is extremely light but well isolated. So we have to be a little careful. Um, yeah, so let's just get the show on the road. Like I literally dropped three furnaces over here and spare even like one invis for this to happen, just to ensure that that cannon goes down. And well, three three furnaces is more than enough to distract any enemy hero. So that's good news for us. And now we go for the same approach that we did in the last attack that I'd done on this base. I dropped like two or three Yetis on the border over here to just provide some tanking for my Royal Champion. I've already sent her in, and we're already using the rest of our Ice Golems, Yetis, whatever is even left, to tank for our log launcher in front of the Barbarian King. And this time I have two Earthquakes, so I spanned them all the way through the base. That was the mistake I made last time. I only had one Earthquake. So you can already see like the monolith is gone. Giant arrow, earthquake, and I think like just two or three logs, and these things are all gone. Like look at how far away the log launcher is. Like I just removed the clan castle and crusher mortar right now, and it's so far away. Everything is so perfectly in a line, and there's no space for traps in this area. That's what's most important. Absolutely no space for any traps. So we are set in we are super set, and these Yetis have nowhere else to go except the town hall, but it looks like our furnaces might get to them anyway. Yeah, king should come around the corner. We also managed to keep our warden in a very safe spot where he only deals with one defense at a time, so this is going to be super crushed by the time we're done with this. So yeah, Queen remains safe behind the giant, whatever few Yetis we had, and the king also finally, like his fox is still keeping him safe, and we still have the ability to use. So there we go. It's much cleaner. Managed to swag seven spells on this one. So you can definitely try to break the base down into various components. I love the Phoenix going to I love the Phoenix on the Royal Champion. You get to tag out the clan castle for free. You don't have to deal with any of it. Ah, so good. It's so good. Yeah, on to some more triples now. All right, here's a base from somebody who is I feel he is popular in the push community. Like he managed to always get a good finish. At least back when I used to also seriously push at Town Hall 15, I would see him almost every other day. So yeah, let's just get started with this base. There's two options for the fireball on this one actually, in my opinion. One is the monolith and one is the big fat cannon. And I'm just realizing like, okay, I'm going to be investing those two furnaces either way to get an enemy hero down. And I can see that there's three enemy heroes lined up over here. So you know what I do? I just decide to let my warden walk super duper deep on this one. I don't even recall him for an insane long amount of time. And you'll see like this was also an experimental attack that I did. And I guess that just goes to show how incredibly flexible this attack can be. So there we go. We've dropped our two furnaces, and we're just focusing on the warden walk for now. I haven't really thought too much about Royal Champion, Queen, King, nothing. So immediately Fireball goes down, and Main and Prince is also heavily weakened up. Thanks, Fireball. And yeah, those furnaces should start helping out to just distract the Minion Prince to say the least. And there we go. We get the Minion Prince out for free. My warden is still not in any real danger. I can still drop more furnaces to distract these enemy heroes, and you'll see I'm even gonna use these rocket balloons on the wizard tower to ensure my warden stays over here. And not only my warden, but the fire mites as well. They have nothing else to target except the enemy queen. And look at him, he is safe. Both the royal champion and queen are being distracted. Both of them will go down. Like, this is crazy. I'm still charging him. And he's gonna be able to go out all the way until, well, you guessed it. I'm going to be able to get the crusher mortar with him. So once again, I'm noticing I have 1 minute 30 seconds left approximately in this attack. It came very tight, so you can assume around 1 minute 30 seconds were left by this point. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to start multitasking a bit. How do I do this? I'm sure my warden can handle these defenses one at a time. He will be okay. I have like maybe 10 seconds. I can start one or maybe two heroes. And I'm just seeing like, okay, the furnace is about to grab this. This looks like a very nice line to the town hall. Like Ricochet Cannon, X-Bow, potentially multi-inferno. And then the town hall, like, oh my god, give me. I miss my giant arrow. But ignore that, it's okay. Luckily, the ice golem pops in a very nice spot. Giant is providing some good tanking as well. And as I said, like, I managed to get the crusher mortar down with the warden charge. So I didn't need my log launcher to remove these defenses over here. Just the warden charge, and that was enough. So yeah, we have like our king and queen kind of wrapping around the base, they will join with the warden. It was just muscle memory for me to keep the warden behind. Uh, but it's all good. Like at this point, it's like I've managed to completely remove so many nice parts within the core of the base using the warden that my log launcher could remove the entire right flank for free for me. I was just so happy. Like I just threw my royal champion in on the remaining bottom flank because there was no need to really try to combine them all. And despite of this becoming a smash like attack, you can see it's completely crushed. So there you go. You can definitely experiment with how you want the phase of the attack to come down to a very large extent. I didn't do this like any of my traditional attacks that I've tried to showcase on this channel, and I feel it is required for these bases because oh my god, I've never seen half of these bases in my life before. So I can't even be prepared to understand how I want to deal with them. So everything is super duper on the fly, but I guess that's what's expected over here. A lot of people are paying for a lot of fresh bases, and it's difficult. Yeah, that's what I had for you for this one. Maybe let's do two more bases. All right, we've got a double rage setup with a crusher mortar waiting behind the town hall. Annoying setup, very annoying setup, especially the core minion prince. Extremely difficult for either my queen or my royal champion to get to, but we'll figure an answer out. So yeah, Warden, his fireball is going to be responsible for one of the two rage towers, at least partially remove them, right? So yeah, I went for the bottom one. I remembered that like okay, I didn't care too much that I could potentially get the big fat cannon using the fireball on the other side because it's one of the weakest defenses in the game. Like a log launcher will easily run over it if not my fireball. So I was not too concerned about it. It was extremely deep in the base. The reason I think I started from the bottom side was because I'll have an easy access for my royal champion to get into the monolith, and that's all that really mattered to me at the time, I feel. So yeah, we're just gonna let my warden charge a little bit more. I think I sniped this wizard tower. Yep, right on cue. Sniped the wizard tower, and we get this fireball down. That's about it. So that's pretty good value, I would say. I think yeah, right on cue. Literally the furnaces over here. So that's just to get the enemy royal champion out of the way. Like, might as well get her out of the way. She might be a bit of a nuisance later on. So, worth it. And same principle, just let your warden charge as long as he possibly can. The moment he cannot do it any longer, just recall him. And now look at this position for him. He will be dealing with maximum one defense at a time for a while. It's at least 20-30 seconds. That's when you know time to start the next phase. So how do you break this down, right? I can see the monolith is about to be super approachable for the royal champion, and might as well do that. So it's just natural, right? Like look at this line, it's a very nice line for my log launcher, like from the fire spitter to the big fat cannon, all the way to the town hall. It's a nice line for my log launcher, and I can use my king to clean up this little area that the log will not run over. My royal champion is just there for support, and she's gonna kind of make sure this line remains a line. So I'm just gonna use her to quickly clean up what's left over here. Remember, look at these Yetis, right? A little bit of initial tanking. Those Yeti mites will go into the base, so they are going to be closer than rather they will stay on the base for longer than electromites. Again, just trying to sell normal Yetis over super Yetis. And there we go. Like the log is coming down. And just look at this, right? Like that earthquake helped so much. That big fat cannon did nothing. And the fact that the Royal Champion took no damage on the entry allows her to actually deal with that minion prince stuck so deep into the core. So she's gonna allow the clan castle to remain stuck. She's gonna allow the minion prince to remain stuck. You can't ask for much more than that. And by the time we've deployed all our heroes, look, our warden is still safe. He's still only dealing with like one defense at a time. We popped our king ability also well, and oh my god, like where is the base gone? We had so much of it just left. None of it exists anymore. And I guess you can see it is pretty self-explanatory from here on. Our Super Evalk and Super Yeti will now come forward, and they're still yet to get that insane value. So yeah, I think I remember raging my warden now because I don't have to pay attention to anything else anymore. I might as well rage up my warden. And he starts following the giant. But I guess it's fine. I just revive my royal champion and she will easily help finish what's even left on this base. So we get away with 4 swag spells on this one as well. Not bad at all. These type of double rage bases can be a little annoying, but you just have to view that line of defenses that makes sense to get the log through. Sometimes you can artificially create a line by using the royal champion, and this is one example of that. Like you don't have to run over the monolith every single time. Yeah, let's just do one more. Okay, here's the next base, and this is also an example of a good base and an example of how sometimes you have to adjust sometimes on the fly. Like things are not always going to be in the best possible spot for you, but if you can make do, you can make do, and you'll understand as the plan comes together. So I was thinking of getting a fireball on the scatter shot actually. And I was thinking like, okay, if I manage to let me do that, let me think of doing that. What I'll do is I'll start my warden charge from over here. I'll even invest in rage over here to deal with the ricochet cannon and X-bow so that I can get a fireball on the scatter shot relatively quickly. It erases a good chunk of the base. It goes all the way deep until the crusher mortar, and it's just responsible for this entire area. Then I can recall him and put him like over here beside these collectors, and with some furnaces, X-bow plus multi-archer tower, not a problem. He will be safe for 20 to 30 seconds once again. Pretty good. In theory, pretty good. I've already dropped these 2 furnaces over here to help distract the enemy queen just in case she becomes a problem. But look at this. Things are not gonna go my way. Like Teslas are popping up over here, and my warden is also going north on the base. He's not even coming down. So I'm just thinking like, okay, fine, no worries. Let me just pop this invis, and I thought I could at least get the fireball on the bomb tower to get the crusher mortar and the scatter shot out, but ah, frustrating. Anyways, time to recall the warden. He's on the verge of death. And I thought, okay, let me quickly make use of these furnaces, and before they die, let's get the enemy queen out of the way as well. And now look at this. You have to choose. You have to either send your queen for this area or your royal champion. In this case, I don't have an option. There's no buildings over here for me to shoot a giant arrow conveniently. Plus, the monolith is going to target anything I place outside. So I have no option. I have no option. I have to send the royal champion into this combination of defenses, even though she's going to walk into the enemy king. And that's something I've told you guys repeatedly. Do not send your royal champion into the enemy king. Sadly, here I have no choice. But hey, at least the log launcher line is superb. Ricochet cannon, X-bow, big fat cannon, maybe even the poison tower. Like, oh my god, insane value. So at least the Yetis will tank superb for us. And look at this, right? Like the Yeti might they're like a skeleton spell. It's so good. And I even consciously drop a headhunter for the Barbarian King now. So at least that helps preserve the HP a little bit of my Royal Champion. And even the Queen is coming to help out. So great. Good for me. Yeah, we funnel the king into the next compartment along the edge because our queen and super yeti is going to handle the course super duper easily. And yeah, not much else. I think that rage pretty much surely pops pretty much. Um, yeah, overall I think we're getting pretty good value. This is just funny. I'm gonna focus on the king. Like the minion, that was my oven. Don't worry about that. The minion prince is continuously gonna be targeting my king, but he just doesn't care and just casually takes the town hall out. So I just decided to take this opportunity and revive my royal champion while my king is tanking anyways. It's just something funny I found. And literally, I was like, while I was laughing, oh no, I waste my invis spells like this. And then even as my warden is taking down the minion prince, he walks into the invis spell to target my healers. Like, so annoying. But that's okay. I had a good laugh while doing this attack because yeah, the minion prince is just targeting the king, but he doesn't care. Um, we still get the triple one. We still get a triple down at the end of the day, despite of that mishap towards the ending. But it's all good. I'm just giving it tips. Like you have to make do sometimes. So be a little bit more on your toes. These are tough bases, and we are doing what we can. That's about all I have for you guys in this video. I hope I get a few more defenses because things were rough. Like things are still rough. I don't know how I'm gonna do. But it's okay. Even if we go a little bit negative, it's just basically going back to like rank 400 from 200 now. And I'm fine with that. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys in this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace. Do let me know about the Discord server.